Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in and with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails. Love always wins. Good morning. I am QUAN, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Terror. All right, child. Ooh, child, I got some messages for y'all this morning. Ooh. So, somebody could either be the owner or a partial owner of a co-op, an Airbnb, or this could be a landlord of an apartment. This could be someone running a hotel, extended stay. This has something to do with rent. I don't know long-term or short-term, but you don't rent from this person right now. This is someone that you rented something from in the past, okay? Now, you could have been on vacation. You could have been visiting a place. It could be an Airbnb, because I did hear Airbnb, but I don't know. But either way, this was either owner, partial owner, or landlord. This is an old man, okay, I'm picking up on, and somebody that's been spiritually attacking you that does not have the strength to take you down has pulled this older man. They've recruited him to help them to spiritually attack you. And this is, I don't want to say that, because then it generalizes all men in one category, and all men are not the same. Okay. But whoever this man is, there's a woman that got a channel that wrote a book called Why Men Deserve Nothing. And she wondered why she having trouble with her channel. I like it. I like her channel. But I'm just saying, you know, some of the people that work for YouTube are men and they have penises, right? You know, when you write a book called Why Men Deserve Nothing, you know they're gonna give you a hard time. And no shade to the sis. I like her. I understand, I'm a woman, I get it. But I know all men are not like this, but some men are just disgusting. This is a very old man, okay? Maybe he's in his 70s, okay? But he's older, okay? And he would have to pay a lot of money to get a woman to touch him, okay? And he just don't care, because whoever this woman is that's spiritually attacking you, she has HIV, okay? Now, I'm not putting anyone down for anything, but I'm just giving you the message. The woman spiritually attacking you has HIV/AIDS. And because she's young and she looks good, he's willing to take a risk and spiritually attack you for her because she was willing to have sex with him. I don't know. These men will sleep with anything, and a lot of these men don't even care. And I've listened to a lot of young women on these YouTube channels talk about, I told this man I had this disease and he didn't care, and he still wanted to sleep with me. So I did, because I'm a midnight ballerina. That's what they say now. I never heard that before until I started watching these kids on YouTube. But nonetheless, it's a stripper. But nonetheless, some people don't care. Or maybe he feels like by the time this shit hit him, he's so old, it won't matter. But yeah, whoever this old man is with his nasty old sour balls, no woman will touch him with a 10-foot pole. And it's a young woman spiritually attacking you, or a younger woman. And she does have HIV/AIDS. And she gave him some, and because she slept with him, he's helping her. He's willing to help her. Whoever this man is, he needed the money too. but also he just don't care because a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of men just honestly don't care. If it look good to them, they'll make a stupid decision and jump in bed with any woman that look good, regardless of if she got a disease and what disease she got. And that's because, no offense, but most men are nasty. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. Most men are nasty. Not all men. Some men respect themselves, and some men respect their health, their bodies, and some men would not sleep with a woman just because sex is being offered to them, because they're like, no, you can't have me. You're not good enough for me. No, thank you. You understand? And then you got men out there that will sleep with anything, like literally anything out in the street. If it's being offered to them, they're not going to turn it down. They just honestly don't care. But then you got some that do respect their bodies, and they're like, oh no, you're disgusting. I'm too good to give my body to a woman that's nasty like you. Okay. And I'm just talking about nasty women, meaning karmic, that do karmic things, that are nasty in general. You understand? That do too much, I guess, sexually and spiritually. So either way, this old man that you might have rented from before, either a landlord energy or maybe he had an Airbnb or something like that, he's been spiritually attacking you with and for this karmic energy, okay? And the reason is these people are in denial. They're just refusing to accept that something's over, and they went and recruited him because they're sad, they're in grief. They don't believe something's coming to an end. They can't let something go. And there's an Empress in reverse here that's not working alone by herself. She's the person. He sees her as an earth angel. But the reason this man sees her as an earth angel is because she's the only one willing to have sex with his old sour ball's ass. That's the only reason he sees her as an earth angel. He knows she's nasty. He knows that, but the fact that she's willing to have sex with his old ass, with his gray sour balls, probably is the reason why he's seeing her as an earth angel. Because you got to be, I guess, an earth angel in some bizarro world or on some plane to sleep with, I guess, whoever this older man is. I guess he's kind of, no offense, grotesque. So this man might be kind of gross, okay? Like maybe he's gross. Maybe he has patches of gray hair growing out his ears. I don't know. I'm just, Okay. So also high honor in the reverse. Give me a sec here. What is high honor in the reverse? The Four of Wands reverse. Somebody that might be moving out of a house or could have gotten out of a marriage or something like that, because they're a false person. And they're just trying to save their ass, okay? Because work in the reverse, maybe they're having trouble finding work right now, or maybe they don't have a lot of skills or something. Hope and rich man, what is this rich man energy? Somebody is aware of something that's being done. Clarify this rich man, an emperor energy that is not in a mental imprisonment about something. Okay, I don't know what or who this emperor energy is. Let's take a quick look so we can set the tone for this read. Okay. Sovereign citizen, I am the living man and I have the right to travel. Yeah, that is one of my cards. In case y'all are wondering, yeah, I did make a card that says this. I am the living man and I have a right to travel. Somebody might be a sovereign citizen. Only sovereign citizens will know what the hell I'm talking about in the police. If I have any sovereign citizens or police in my collective, y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. Confirmation. I got the right to travel. You're traveling me out of my mind. Okay. All right. I want you to tell me who this emperor energy is, please, and thank you. Clarify who this emperor energy is. A mayor? Okay. Someone might be a mayor. I don't know. Okay. So this could be like, okay, that's it. It's a mayor. This might be a politician. okay? And they're not in a mental imprisonment about doing something with an exclusive high-paid prostitute. Ah, that's the Empress reverse. That might also be an insurance underwriter. Okay, so, you know, there are plenty of high-paid prostitutes. Our president, you know, married one and made her the first lady, so I mean, she was set, okay? Y'all are like, you're a mess. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, the president of your country married an exclusive high-paid prostitute. It is what it is, whatever. So, nonetheless, this might be a mayor or some kind of political figure here that's not in a mental imprisonment about doing something, okay? This might be a wealthy man, the Queen of Swords, and a Knight of Cups, okay? Somebody could be an air sign, somebody could be a water sign. This might have to do with the community of people. That's trying to avoid a tower, the Queen of Pentacles reverse. And I also pulled the FBI. So it's like something already ended for somebody, your gang stalking contract, it did end, but you're not dead. And it's demons that are laying up around that are concerned and worried right now about what the future holds. Because they're worried that as you recoup your life and as you go and try to put the pieces of your life back together again, you might start visiting courthouses, you might start visiting institutions, and you might start filing lawsuits, and you might start seeking to get some people locked up that you found out did certain things to you. And they're worried about certain things being traced back to the FBI, traced back to the mayor, traced back to the police department, you know, stuff like that. So there's a mayor that's not in a mental imprisonment right now about whatever these people are doing to you, okay? There you go again, the Nine of Swords reverse and the Emperor, okay? Yep, the Hierophant and the King of Swords reverse. So there's some kind of political figure that's not in a mental imprisonment right now about these people trying to still take you out because they're worried. They're worried. All you got to do is launch one investigation and everybody that's connected will probably come up and come out. And they, you know, it's like karma time. And people are worried that once you pull apart one piece of thread to your gang stalking, starting with your local police, you know, they're worried that that thread will unravel everybody connected to everybody, every phone call that can be replayed, information. Really, when this person came and complained to you about this, what did you do? Really? Can we pull your phone records? Oh, wow. So you spoke to the mayor and you didn't take action. You threw away a restraining order. You did this. You turned your back. You understand? People are worried right now. What is the energy crowning this read? So it's like their house of cards is tumbling down. This is something that's happening right now in real time. I just saw the Hermit. Okay. There's a Hermit energy up around you somewhere, also spiritually attacking you. Okay. All right. Somebody is a false person. Knight of Cups reverse. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody right now could be someone's a false person to someone. And someone right now could be having some very disrespectful communication with someone. I have the King of Swords reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse, and the Page of Swords reverse. So it could be a lot of communication that's going on back and forth between some people right now. A lot of fighting going on. No emotion involved. It could be a lot of just straight backstabbing, cutthroat energy going on. What's the obstacle right now? It's literally them doing magic. It's literally giving the energy of, you know, and I use this as an example, when in the United States of America, the North won, when the North went to war with the South, And it's almost giving the energy of somebody that 5 years later, other stuff is going on, the war is over, people that moved on, they've made adjustments in their life, and somebody's grandfather, he puts on his old Confederate uniform that he and he goes and he stands on a dirt road in Mississippi with his arms crossed, and his chest poked out, like he's trying to make a point. And he walked to the store in his old Confederate uniform, trying to make a point because it's still like yesterday, and he's mad his team didn't win. Okay, and he mad the South didn't win. Okay, that's how these people are about this spiritual warfare here. What is the obstacle? The obstacle is they're still sending death spells and doing magic, but they don't have the skills. Yeah. So I see what the obstacle is. And some people still have energy for it, other people don't. But their obstacle is this Page of Pentacles and work in the reverse. These people do not know how to pick up and go on with their lives. After their gang stalking contract is over, the witchcraft cult or coven they were a part of is over, they don't know how to pick up and move on with their life because this is all they know how to do, because this is all they've been doing for the last maybe 10, 20 years. Okay? And it's hard. So I see what's going on here, and QUAN is going to help today. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to sit down and start working on something. I'm going to work on like a rehab recovery program that helps relocate ex-warlocks and witches that failed into jobs. It's going to be like a temp agency. Anyone that wants to help me, you're welcome to join in. Email me your ideas. I just thought of a business I can start. I'm going to start a business where anybody that's an ex-witch or ex-warlock, now that the gang stalking contract is over and they're looking for work or a job, I am going to start a rehab program to deprogram their mind and to put them into some kind of job training that does not require witchcraft, where now they can't become a beautician and do makeup because makeup is a form of witchcraft. As you can see with all the filters, nobody looks like themselves. That's witchcraft. Okay, we have to help rehabilitate. That's the word. We have to help rehabilitate witches and warlocks. Okay, otherwise they're going to keep attacking us because they don't know what to do now that it's over, and they could go get a job at McDonald's or Chipotle and put more guacamole and sour cream in my burrito bowl. They could do that, but they're too proud because they were once a very proud witch or warlock, a broom riding witch and a Count Dracula warlock. You understand? So I am going to put together a company, a business that's a rehabilitation program for witches and warlocks to help transition them into normal jobs where they're not going to be doing witchcraft. Okay? So the obstacle is work in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles. These people literally, you said let the demons hire them. You said let the devil give them a job. That's the problem. They don't know how to restart their lives. You see, they can't create any more conflict for you because they don't have the backing because it's over. The Five of Wands reverse. So all they have left is magic, death spells coming together to do spell work on you. The 10 of Pentacles reverse. They've got to rebuild their life and be rehabilitated from doing witchcraft. Okay? So if anyone wants to help me put together a job training program for ex-witches and warlocks that want to be rehabilitated, it's going to be a process, just like with Alcoholics Anonymous. You're going to have to go through an exorcism, just like they have the 12-step program for alcoholics. It's going to be a program to rehabilitate them. Leave the wand out there, Harry Potter. No, we're going to do an exorcism. No. Put the bag of dust down. Come on. Anna, what did we say, Anna? What did we tell you? When you show up for the program, dress for the job that you want, okay? Don't come in here with your face painted, with all that stuff written all over your hands, and come in here dressed for the job that you want, okay? Anna, open up your coat. We have to go through this every day with you. Put that dust powder away. Leave the feather outside. Okay, look, y'all. Look, this is a rehabilitation program for ex-witches and warlocks. So this is what it is right now. And this is why they're attacking you. This is exactly why they're attacking you. Okay? Holy Spirit, what happened in the recent past? Tell me about this Airbnb landlord owner person that's attacking collective. Okay. Yeah, that's it. In the recent past, they came together and had one of their meetings. Hi, my name is Annabella. I know some of y'all watch the movies. What's that doll's name, Annabella? Hi, my name is Annabella. I used to be a witch in Massachusetts. Yeah, I used to collect 1900th century dolls, but I used to be a witch, and I'm recovering right now, and I'm trying to figure out how to do things without witchcraft. I would have to do witchcraft to get up in the morning. I do witchcraft to make my first cup of coffee. Before I leave the house, I would go do something to my neighbor's door. I had oils I would pour in the ground, and I bury something in front of my neighbor's yard in the middle of the night, and I'd howl at the moon. But now, I'm trying to train myself to get up in the morning and just make a cup of coffee without using witchcraft to do it. Okay, so it's like the star in reverse. Someone could be an Aquarius, or someone is not in alignment. Someone that's not in alignment. They're trying to find a way to balance. They were trying to find a way to balance out their life, okay? And they thought this would be a good investment. Someone thought this would be a good idea, okay? Trying to help slow you down. That's what someone's complete wish fulfillment was, to do some spell work on you. They were working together with the Hierophant to win at all costs, and it's because they got fired. They got fired and they lost their job. Clarify who's this star reverse. Clarify the star reverse, okay? Somebody might be a Capricorn that's overly emotional. So somebody could be a Capricorn that got exposed for something that they were doing. Yeah, and they were trying to create some kind of an illusion. Yes, with the Libra possibly. Okay, so there might be a Capricorn here that can't control their emotions. They're drowning because they got exposed with the moon reverse for doing something either against an Empress or with a Libra, trying to create some kind of an illusion here, okay? And they thought somebody, these are people that are not in alignment. So they reversed an ending with somebody, the Fool in reverse, but something was too risky to get away with doing something, okay? The Nine of Pentacles reverse, what's the Nine of Pentacles reverse? Somebody might have tried to do something. Judgment in the reverse. Oh, they reversed an ending, still trying to get a judgment over someone in court. This is so stupid and redundant. I'm just so sick of this energy. And the thing is, these groups that need to be rehabilitated and reintroduced to the workforce and find jobs they can do that don't require witchcraft, they need to be retrained. It's like people getting out of jail. You can't sit up there and have people locked up in jail that don't have the skills to work a job and make money, and then release them back out into the world still with no skills, no family, and expect them not to come right back to jail. They have to be rehabilitated. You got to put them through a job training program. Put them into a program that will find employment for ex-cons, people with records, because they have to eat too. They have to be able to pay bills, child support and things. You understand? So I'm all for this witchcraft rehabilitation program to relocate these ex-witches and warlocks into jobs so they can pay their bills. Okay, I'm all for it. Now, they're aware that the energy was balanced, okay? And they're the wounded warrior. They're the wounded warrior. They paid some more money, or they offered, once again, a large amount of money to somebody. Yes, this might be this Airbnb landlord owner. This is someone you don't rent from right now. This is someone that you rented from in the past, okay? I don't even think you know this person that well. Okay, it's given the Emperor in the reverse, but it's given a very old man, a very, very lonely old man that might be sexless. Yeah, and here's the Ace of Wands. Didn't I tell you already? He like, I don't care. She looked good to me. Come over here with that. Come over here, girl, with that HIV. Let me kiss all over you. I'm gonna kiss all over that HIV girl. You know, whoever this person is you rented from before. This is an old man that just don't give a damn. Their life might be going in the toilet, and they like, hell, bring it over here, baby, bring it over here. And they had sex with one of your enemies, someone that made themselves your enemy when they started spiritually attacking you. The Four of Wands reverse, because whoever that person is, someone broke up with them. Somebody, the Four of Wands reverse, somebody broke up with them, and they don't know how to do anything else except witchcraft. This is it. That's it. Tell me about this Airbnb owner. Somebody wants something to move forward. Now, I told you this is like a politician or a mayor energy or something like that wants something to move forward. Okay, so there's a politician that's worried that something might find its way back to them. But the thing about that is, they don't got to worry about that. Karma is going to find its way to every single doorstep of every single person that's been in your energy attacking you past the time appointed. All right, clarify now about this Airbnb owner / landlord. Yeah, karma's going to find them. The Ace of Swords. Okay, that was the clarity. Okay, sorry about that. That Emperor energy I pulled was this Airbnb or landlord, owner, whatever type energy. The Ace of Swords. Okay, they slept. Yeah, I can't make this stuff up. Y'all, by now, y'all should be able to read these cards yourself. Okay, y'all should be able to read these cards yourself by now. I don't care if you're a tarot reader or not. The Ace of Swords was clarifying that the Emperor is that landlord energy, that Airbnb owner, whatever. Okay. This Queen of Wands reverse, okay, the woman that was spiritually attacking you, she took very quick action, and you saw the Ace of Wands to go have sex with him to get him to come out his coffin and come spiritually attack you. I don't even feel like you rented from this person for very long. It could just be someone you randomly rented an Airbnb from when you were either traveling or on vacation or something like that. But because of who and what you are, and because of your targeting and gang stalking, anyone you make contact with to do anything, even if you rent an extended stay hotel room, every single place you go, a grocery store, every single place you go and come in contact with, you buy a pack of cigarettes at a gas station, the place you like to go get gas at and buy a Snapple, any place you interact with, these people on your ass, they go and make contact and friends with those people so that they might be able to use them to cause imbalances for you. Because remember, you're monitored constantly because this was their job, which is why they need rehabilitation. I'm all for it. How do y'all expect these witches and warlocks to move on with their life when you were their life? You understand? They have to be rehabilitated. You gotta put them in job training. And right now, with the way things are going in the world, I would recommend plumbing, HVAC, construction, bricklaying, learning how to pour cement, electrician. I would recommend learning a skill right now in 2026. Mechanic. I would really, really recommend hair, making nails, hair. You know, all of these are things right now that you can take and make money anywhere in the world, because college for a lot of people is just not doing it right now. So yeah, these people, they need a trade. They need to be trained in the workforce to do something, okay? And not selling pussy like this Queen of Wands reverse here, because apparently she overrated her value, and that's not working out for her either, okay? she's not making enough money because it's a whole bunch of women out here selling pussy right now to pay their bills. It just is what it is. It's been since the beginning of time. And it's just not cutting it for her, okay? It's not cutting it for her, and somebody broke up with her. So she took quick action. She slept with this former Airbnb owner or whoever you rented Airbnb apartment, room, hotel from. And now they want to avoid a tower because the spell work they did on you did not work, apparently. If you're in my live right now, it didn't work. Okay, whatever they were trying to do to you, it did not work. What is the Seven of Swords? They're still trying to get away with something. Rehabilitation, yes. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, someone still has money to pay people to do stuff. Yeah, tell me about this. Who's the Knight of Cups reversed, please? Who is this Knight of Cups reversed? Somebody that was waiting and expecting for this King of Swords reverse, High Priest in the reverse energy, to do what they were going to do to you to see if it was going to work. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Someone that was being very childish. Okay. They were waiting to see the results that these people were going to have. The Empress, the Lovers. The Empress might be the Lovers. That might be Libra energy. Clarify the Lovers. Someone that could not create an illusion, that they were still making spiritual offers against you. Okay, this might be a Libra. Okay. They were trying to create an illusion that they were not attacking you, but they still were. The King of Swords reverse. Okay, and they're sad right now. And who is this Knight of Cups energy? Is clarifying everybody on this table. This is their ex-husband or ex-wife. So this might be the ex-husband or ex-wife of a Libra. Okay, somebody might be of Central African descent, and someone is a low vibrational copycat. Okay, so a Libra might have been married to someone of Central African descent. I don't know, this could be a gay marriage or two women maybe. I don't know, I'm picking up that this might be like a gay marriage or something. It might be a gay marriage, I don't know. I'm picking up on something here. Someone is bisexual. Whatever type of union this is, someone is bisexual in it. Either the Libra or this Central African. But this is a low vibrational, one of them is a low vibrational copycat. And this is their ex-husband. This is their ex-husband or ex-wife. Okay? And they were waiting to see if it would work. Now, I did pick up on someone of Central African descent that was either holding a high position in the CIA or the NSA or something like that. Yes, y'all want to tell me something? What? Someone was aware. Someone is aware that the World card, something was over. Okay, so if someone was aware that something was over, oh, this is their ex, and they balance something with this Temperance energy. This is so that Central African is the ex of whoever that Libra energy is, okay? And they're aware that something's over. Somebody might have gotten into a fight, I just heard, and they just showed me, look at this. You see this Justice card with the black eye? I don't know if you can see it or not. On this Justice card, this Libra, the Justice scales, they have a black eye, okay? If you can see it, you can see it. You see, it's a black eye. Somebody could have gotten into a fight with somebody, and somebody might have blacked somebody's eye, okay? Somebody balanced something. So there might be a Libra that was pretending they were no longer spiritually attacking you and that they were going to be peaceful and move on with their life. But whoever the Central African is, which is their ex, they might have had to balance something because they could see that they didn't let something go and they're still spiritually attacking you and they're still trying to work with people. And they were supposed to let something go, the Four of Pentacles. So whoever the Central African is, this is their ex, but maybe they're in some kind of position of authority and they were aware that this Libra was still attacking you. And you saw the World card, was it the World card that something is over already. Somebody might have tried to defend themselves about something or block something because the World card, something did end, okay? And what was the obstacle here? What was the obstacle here for this Knight of Cups reverse energy? The Chariot. Somebody could be a Cancer. So the obstacle is a Cancer. Okay, so there might be a Cancer up in the mix here, okay? Someone is of Central African descent. Somebody might be a Cancer. Somebody might be a Libra. And somebody might be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. And it's like someone has been very reckless and destructive because they refuse to let it go that something is over with this World card again. And they were trying to give this Libra an opportunity to act like they got some goddamn sense and sit the fuck down and leave you alone, because they were not only spiritually attacking you, they were actually physically trying to come toward your house, pay people to come toward your house, to do stuff to your vehicle, maybe break in your home, or they were doing the most. Pay people to beat you up. You know, they were just doing too much. They were doing too much. Clarify the Chariot, okay, the Queen of Cups reverse, okay, the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Somebody that might have been financially codependent to somebody, the Lovers reverse, okay, a Gemini or someone they broke up with, okay, that made them an offer to sacrifice you in the past. And somebody could have pulled back from something and went a different direction, or they might have pulled back from a plan, okay? Whoever this Chariot Cancer energy is, they might have pulled back from a plan, okay, with the Four of Pentacles, okay? It's feeling like a Cancer might have been in business or a relationship or both with someone or a family or a community whereby they were made an offer to sacrifice you spiritually. And then and the people they work for, maybe they're like very wealthy or something like that, and maybe they were in some kind of contract or something like that. But either way, this person has pulled back from whatever they were doing against a hermit, okay? You might be this hermit energy. What about this King of Wands here? Clarify the King of Wands. This fire sign's spell work has already backfired, okay, with the Magician reverse, the Nine of Pentacles reverse. This fire sign, the Nine of Pentacles, might be losing their stability, okay? It might be something going on with their foundation because somebody cut them off, okay? So, and somebody is aware, an Aquarius. So a whole bunch of people got cut off because they passed the time appointed and the World card, something's already over. Even though these people are still attacking you because they need to be rehabilitated, okay? And a lot of these people are losing money right now, and this is their reaction. Here's that Capricorn. So this Capricorn might be the Central African energy I'm picking up on, okay? Somebody had accepted something. Clarify that Four of Cups reverse. Somebody had accepted something that they saw, you know, you moving forward. Yeah, they were watching you. Okay, so there's a Capricorn that was watching you surveillancing you with that Seven of Pentacles. Okay, you're this hermit energy, and they don't like it, but they have accepted that you're moving forward. You're still moving forward with whatever you're doing in your life, your purpose. These are people that were trying to destiny swap, take your energy and things like that, that work together with these people, air sign in the past, okay, against you. But they finally had some time to reflect with the Four of Swords here, and they don't like it, but they accept that something's over, okay? The Six of Pentacles reverse, okay? They're not getting no rhythm from anybody anymore that was in their ego and that was okay and a part of this, okay? Now, the Empress, that might be a Libra or someone pregnant. Oh, okay. So whoever that Empress or Libra energy is that was working with that Capricorn, the Six of Pentacles reverse, it's not an equal give and take. Somebody doesn't have the same energy for doing something that they were doing with this person in the past, the air sign. In the past, that Capricorn was working with that Libra to try to get your energy, do a destiny swap, and do all these things to you. And it was an equal exchange. They were both on one accord. They were on the same page. But after all this time, they've passed the time appointed. It's over. They don't have the same energy for it anymore. It's not an equal exchange. They're not giving and receiving the rhythm. There's no rhythm between them anymore. They're out of sync. They're out of sync. They accepted that it's a missed opportunity to do a destiny swap with you. And they've moved on to calmer waters with the Six of Swords here. Okay? And they're okay with that. Okay. So, who is this Seven of Swords right now that's still in this energy, that fire sign? Oh, somebody that made a decision about something. Clarify this Judgment energy. They said move these other cards. Okay. All right, clarify Judgment, please, and thank you. Clarify, what is this Judgment energy? Okay, so these people might be under judgment because they couldn't backstab and betray you. Tell me about this judgment that they're under right now. This could be spiritual judgment, or this could be actual judgment in the legal system, in the judicial system. The World card, yeah, they're under spiritual judgment because something's over, and all of them are backstabbed and betrayed right now. Oh, they are all backstabbed. So what they think, by attacking you, it's going to help thwart their karma? Is that what they're thinking? Okay. So somebody is slow, okay, and they might maybe need some training, but somebody thinks that by still attacking you, if they could just take you down, it's going to make their karma go away. Okay, so I don't know if someone had a contract on you, a spiritual contract on you, and it turns, whatever they did might turn on them. Whatever they did, maybe it turns on them, if they're unable to obtain your energy. There's someone here, this could be a Knight, a Pentacle energy. There's someone here that I picked up on in my pre-shuffle. This person is traveling to your house. This Knight energy keeps traveling to your physical home, wherever you lay your head at, wherever you sleep at. They really want you to die. They really, even though they know they can't kill you, they just won't let something go. So maybe they have nothing to lose, but they have traveled to your home. They might even in the middle of the night be sitting out behind your building or at the top of your street or somewhere lurking in the dark, doing death spells on you. They might come to your home when you leave your house and start up doing the magic, then hoping by the time you get back home, they will have built up enough momentum something like that. This person feels like they need to be within close physical proximity to you to attack you. They feel like they need proximity. It's a man, because he might not be that emotionally intelligent, okay, is what I'm hearing. And he doesn't have any empathy, any compassion, or good sense. Okay, tell me about this Knight of Pentacles, and he's having a tower. Okay, so whoever this person is, he's having a tower right now because something's over, and he thinks if he's within close proximity to you, the magic will be more effective, because he can't balance his situation either with a Leo, or he can't make something go in his favor unless he can sacrifice you. Okay, I don't think this is an earth sign. I think this is a fire sign, but he always comes out as a Knight of Pentacles. This might be an Aries. Okay, he's trying to balance something out for his partner, which might be a Leo. Okay, this could be someone that wanted to destiny swap with you or get your energy, and he's trying to get it for her. Okay, so that they can live happily ever after. And someone's trying to avoid a tower. The Five of Pentacles reverse. Who's this Five of Pentacles reverse? Who's the Five of Pentacles reverse? Someone that is so burdened, okay? Because this trio, this friendship, this little coven, this group, they didn't get what they were expecting. They were all expecting to be financially set, or for you. And they can't balance their situation, the Ace of Wands, and they're having a tower. And that Ace of Wands had to do with not being able to send anyone in. See, there he goes. It has to do with not being able to send anyone in to catfish you, have sex with you to get your energy. That's what it's really all about. So one person is avoiding a tower, and this is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay, Warlock. The other one is this Aries, Emperor energy. He's this Knight of Pentacles, and he is having a tower because nobody met the expectation in order for them to make the money that would set them all up for life. And none of their asses made a plan B, okay? And this Aries was in a relationship with this Leo. And whoever the Leo witch is, kitchen witch energy with the low IQ, he's still trying to, because he might be retarded. I'm getting this might be a slow emperor, like mentally slow, okay? And yeah, retarded is politically correct where it actually should be applied. And I'm applying the word the right way right now, okay? I'm not talking about people with Down syndrome. I'm talking about people that are actually retarded, okay? This Aries might actually be retarded, okay? Like Forrest Gump, type, no offense to Forrest Gump, but this Aries might be retarded, a little bit slow. That's who is physically coming to your home to keep doing spell work, because they're still trying to find a way to destiny swap or get your energy for a Leo so that the two of them can be together and this woman that he's connected to can become you. They're very weird. This might be like a weirdo witchcraft couple that are swingers or something that might masturbate to your pictures, that have been following and targeting you. They're very weird. This water sign Warlock is avoiding a tower. They used to all be friends, but they're trying to avoid a tower because they understand your spiritual ranking and who and what you are. And this water sign is trying to respect the spiritual laws and respect the universal laws, okay? Whoever the water sign is, they're trying to respect the spiritual laws and universal laws. They understand, they have a better understanding of spirituality than Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here, whoever the Aries and Leo is, okay? So that's who is around your home physically. still trying to attack you so he can give your energy to his retarded woman. Okay. Yeah, the Queen of Wands reverse. Yeah, he's around your home trying, and him and his woman, because this, I know the energy's on my table. This is a couple that have been doing ritualistic sex magic and masturbating to you for the past few years, trying to get your energy because you won't accept anyone that they send toward you. You don't fall for the bait to catfish you. And neither one of them can come toward you. Both of them are bisexual. Both this man and woman is bisexual. Okay. And both of them, will sleep with both men and women, do whatever they got to do to just get to the bag, get to the money. Okay. It's so interesting. The spirit, or however you want to call it, some of us have gifts. They showed me in the spirit, and it was so weird. They showed me the image of a man. Okay, it was a big man, dark skin. Okay, he looked like he was African descent. Okay, it was a big man, really big, but he was naked. And I know y'all are going to think I'm just making another QUAN joke. I'm not. This is what the spirit showed me. This was a vision that I was showed some years ago. It was a West African looking man. Okay. He was over 6 feet tall, and he was very big, very thick. Okay. Very strong looking, but he was naked. And he was on his hands and knees, like in doggy style, bent over. And there was a little tiny woman. She was light skinned, she was short, and she was skinny, like slim thick. And she had a dildo on. And she was standing behind this man, holding on to his hips from behind. And she was screwing him in his behind. You can laugh if you want, but I'm not making a joke. I'm not making a joke. My third eye, it's in and out, when they're not trying to kill my ass. But this big man, okay, West African, was on all fours, and she had his hips from behind, and she had on a dildo. She was half his size. She was like a mini, slim, thick woman, very tiny, very petite, and she had a dildo. It was like he was a part of something. It was like he was a part of something where people fulfill different types of fantasies that are kind of wild. And she was screwing this man with a dildo on in his behind. Okay, it was some kind of fantasy maybe he had about being screwed with a dildo by a tiny, tiny woman because he was a great big man. So maybe they have clubs for people like that want to do weird things. But the spirit specifically showed me that vision of that man because he was very big, strong, and large and buxom looking, but he was on all four knees, taking it doggy style from a tiny, petite, light-skinned woman, very small with a dildo, and she was hitting him in his behind, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, why, spirit? Why would you show me that? Why? God damn it, I don't want to be a seer no more, God damn it. Don't you ever show me no shit like that again. I was actually upset about it. Okay? I was actually upset, but they wanted me to see that. They wanted me to see that for whatever reason. Okay? Now, I'm not sure why they wanted me to see that, but one day I was coming home in Georgia, and the woman that I saw in that vision walked by my house with one hand in the air, stretched out toward my house, and she was saying something like she was cursing my house in another language, like she was doing some witchcraft curse. And I recognized her from the vision. It was this slim, thick, very tiny, petite, light-skinned woman, very small and petite, but she was walking by my house with her hand stretched out, like she was saying a curse against my house or something. And I rebuked it in the name of Jesus. I was like, right back, I returned this spell back to sender. So it might have been someone in my community that maybe it was a witch, a warlock that was in my community, and they wanted me to know who they were, because that's what the spirit showed me. It was like a movie. If you're a seer, you know what I'm talking about when you call stuff up and they'll show you, you know, whatever you're asking to be seen. Okay? So whoever this Emperor Aries energy is, okay, and this Queen of Wands reverse is, they might be a couple, both of them might be bisexual and into all kind of kinky stuff, and they might try to harness, they might both have been doing sex magic to harness your energy, but they can't get your energy, okay? And that's why they're in this Knight of Wands energy. What is the star? This could be Aquarius energy. Maybe you have a Christ energy. Okay. The star, we're not talking about Aquarius here. We're talking about your energy. You might have the energy of a star, anointed, Christ. You understand? You might be a very bright star. You understand? And you don't have to be famous to the whole world to be a star. It has to do with the energy that you embody and the star that you're actually connected to. You are a star bound to a body, right? So the tower must be that you are a star, and this woman wants to be you. She wants to be a star. And this man, this warlock, is going hard in the paint to do some kind of destiny swap so that he can give her your destiny. That's what's going on here. Child, this stuff. Ooh, child. Child, I was so upset after I seen that image, because that was just something I just did. I gotta be honest. It was something I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see that. It's tough out here sometimes for us spiritualists, because sometimes it's things that we can't unsee that we have to see or know. And it's like people that got to work on the ambulance, first responders. That's a tough job, because sometimes you're the first one to an accident and you got to see somebody's arm hanging off of their shoulder, you know, and you got to be mentally prepared for that. What are the messages? They said turn these cards around. What are the messages? Holy Divine Spirit. Somebody might feel like someone might be a master manifester. Someone might have met up in secret with a judge. How? Well, let's see if it comes out. Somebody might have met up in secret with a judge, a master manifester. Okay. Someone's initials could be N like Nancy, S like Sam. Somebody could have the initial N and S in their name. This is sex slave abuse. Somebody could have been sex trafficked, and they could have been chipped at birth during a surgery. So somebody literally might have been sex trafficked since birth. Have a kidnapper. Oh, wow. Baby on the way or here already. Oh, I think we're talking about someone's past here. Root chakra. They want me to pull a chakra card. Okay. All right. So somebody was chipped at birth. Someone could have even been kidnapped as a baby. Oh, wow. That could be what this is. Okay. I don't know. We'll see in a minute. Somebody could have been kidnapped as a baby and sex trafficked their whole life. And they might have chipped this baby. After they were born, this baby might have been chipped and kidnapped. Baby on the way or here already. Somebody might have a baby on the way right now. Somebody might have done something to someone's root chakra. They could have even attached an entity to someone's root chakra, maybe when they were a baby. Oh, yes, honey. They do that. Some of these nasty families that don't give a damn about their children, for money, they will sell their child. They will sell their child spiritually to a witch or a warlock or a master manifester, and they'll let them sexually do something to the baby. Now, the baby's not going to remember, okay? The baby won't remember that they were sexually violated, but it's to attach a cord to that baby's root or sacral chakra so that they'll be able to access that child as they grow and siphon energy from them. They do this. They'll sit up there and allow, if they sell their child to a master manifester, they'll allow them to do something to the child sexually before they can even learn how to talk. So early that they don't even, it's not something they would actually even remember, because it would happen when they're a baby, but they don't know something has been spiritually manipulated in that baby before that baby even started walking, crawling, or talking. All they know is the child is messed up, the child is overly promiscuous, the child got all this going on and no one knows why, because that child has an entity attachment on that child's sacral or root chakra that somebody sold to a master manifester, okay? So somebody met up in secret to do something. They met up in secret with a master manifester, and they sold a child that they chipped. So they already had a plan for this child, before they even get a chance. Somebody could have given birth to a baby that they already sold and chipped. They could have chipped and sold a baby. Maybe they already sold somebody's baby. All right. What is this root chakra? There's a judge involved here. Someone's initials might be the letter N, like Nancy, or S, like Sam. Clarify what's root. Dance. Lack of feeling stable and secure. Somebody was never supposed to feel stable or secure in their life. Somebody might need to heal. Maybe this happened to someone when they were a child. Maybe you were kidnapped. I don't know where we're going with this. Clarify this root. Someone might have lower back pain. Someone needs to meditate, visualizing the color red. Somebody might deal with a lot of anger issues, short temper, belligerence, impatience, feeling stuck, materialistic, obsessed about money and possessions. So fearful. Okay. So these are all things that have to do with negative characteristics that can manifest when we don't feel safe. And our safety is connected to the root chakra. Our safety in this physical world, emotional safety and or physical safety, okay? The color of the root chakra is red, okay? So for somebody, they're saying that you need to dance and you need to meditate, visualizing the color red. A lack of feeling stable and secure, lower back pain, fearfulness, and anger, okay? Now let's go ahead and get in these cards and see what's going on. Who's this master manifester? Okay, someone that could have moved on to calmer waters. So this could have happened to someone when they were a child. I could be talking about an adult now, okay? Clarify baby on the way or here already. All right, clarify baby on the way or here already. All right, clarify what is this baby on the way or here already? The Wheel of Fortune reverse. Someone could be an Aquarius. All right, somebody might be an Aquarius. Yeah, that's what that is, the King of Swords. So, confirmation. So somebody might be an Aquarius that might have been kidnapped. Maybe someone kidnapped them temporarily. Sometimes they don't kidnap you permanently. Somebody could have kidnapped someone temporarily and shipped them and did something to them sexually. I don't know. Something happened here. Okay. This is someone dealing with lower back pain, lack of feeling stable, secure, deals with anger issues, and they're very fearful. Okay. Talk to me about this kidnapper. What is a kidnapper? Something is being illuminated. The sun. Something was illuminated to somebody. and it caused a tower. So somebody, I don't know, somebody might have spiritually been going within to find out what was going on with them, and it was illuminated to them, possibly. Something was illuminated to someone, possibly, where someone accepted an offer, the Two of Cups. We're still clarifying this kidnapping. Clarify that Two of Cups. Okay, somebody might be an Aquarius. Okay, somebody made somebody an offer to do something very quickly and move to calmer waters about something. Okay, and they are okay with doing that. So it's coming out over and over again. There is an Aquarius that someone made an offer to move on to calmer waters, and they're okay with that. What is that? Six of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords. Okay, move on to calmer waters. Okay, so a secret is coming out. So something someone wanted to keep hidden is coming out, and the Ace of Cups reversed, someone's closed emotionally, or why somebody is closed emotionally and shut down emotionally. Something that was hidden from somebody has been revealed to them, and now the devil reversed. Okay, so somebody might have spiritually revealed to someone could have Aquarius in their sun, moon, or rising, about something that could have happened with a kidnapping. Somebody might have kidnapped somebody who was kidnapped. And that's why they can't get their mind right or think right about something. They can't balance their dark and light energy, and they couldn't get their wishes fulfilled because they don't think about something the right way. Oh, okay. And they kept reversing and ending, trying to do something. It sounded like somebody trying to get some help. And it was illuminated what happened in the past. Okay. Now tell me about chipped at birth during the surgery. Somebody was chipped at birth during the surgery. There's an Aquarius here, sun, moon, or rising, and a Knight of Cups. Who's this Knight of Cups? Who's this Knight of Cups? A King of Pentacles reverse. This might have been a friend. A friend of whose? Somebody found out, somebody had a tower when they found out something about a friend. Someone might be a Cancer. So someone that might be a friend to this Aquarius, somebody is a Cancer and somebody is an Aquarius. Okay. Did they reveal something to them spiritually? Okay. The Hangman. Somebody could have changed somebody's perspective about something when they revealed something to them. Clarify that Hangman. Oh, so that must be the Master Manifestor. Okay. The Lovers. Somebody might have partnered up with somebody, or they could be a Gemini. Somebody might have partnered up to work with somebody, Master Manifestors, but the spell work kept backfiring, and someone was closed emotionally because the spell work kept backfiring and they were not getting the results that they wanted. Okay? The Aquarius was closed emotionally because they were not getting the results that they wanted, and the spell work kept backfiring. So they met up in secret, and somebody revealed something to them, possibly about being chipped at birth. Tell me, who was chipped at birth? Who was it? This Cancer or Aquarius, or both of them? Clarify. Or someone could be a Gemini, Cancer. Clarify chipped at birth during a surgery. I told I tell y'all about those hospitals in vulnerable, economically vulnerable communities. I told y'all Queens General in New York, all over the US, and I'm sure other countries too, but even back in the 70s, they were shipping babies that were born in these hospitals. I'm gonna tell you, I remember as a child in Brooklyn, sitting in my mother's living room, and you know that white static or white noise that comes on the TV. I remember at times I would hear that static, and I would try to tell my mother that it was like that TV white noise static, but I was hearing it in my brain. I was hearing it, and I was born in Queens General Hospital in Jamaica, Queens. But we moved to Brooklyn, before I was even walking. All right. And I just remember that noise and static, like somebody had turned up a radio, an old fashioned radio, and it was static at times when I was a child. And the Spirit revealed to me, of course, in my older years, they chipped a whole bunch of babies. Why? Because they've been studying bloodlines, because they were looking for the Christ child the same way Herod was trying to find this child that he was intimidated by, that hadn't even been born yet, but he was so goddamn insecure that he had the Magi. He was spying on the Magi because he heard them talking about a great king, that they found his star and he would be the Christ. And he wasn't born yet, but they knew around the time that he was coming. And Herod was so goddamn insecure about this Christ child coming, whose star they had found, that he had orchestrated a plot to kill all the babies that were going to be born, all the male children between that time frame, to make sure this great king, wouldn't take his place, because Herod clearly was a goofy. Okay, so the coming of Christ, we know now, didn't have to do with one person. It was a coming energy of enlightenment, spiritual growth. Okay, it was a shift in consciousness, the Christ consciousness, and it was going to come to a whole group of people at a certain time. And scientists figured that out a long time ago. So just like Herod in the Bible's insecure ass, what did they do? They tried to figure out the time when this coming new Christ consciousness was going to flood, and they tried to get ahead of it. They tried to get ahead of it by chipping all the babies born between certain years in the hospitals. They started changing the genetic code of the food that the mothers are feeding to the kids so that their genetics won't upgrade and change. With the celestial changes that happen in the sky, the codes for your DNA to change, which also shift your consciousness, would come from the sun. Anything happening as above, so below. Just like you get computer upgrades, iPhone upgrades, we get upgraded in consciousness. They got ahead of the game like Herod, okay, because they knew of this coming Christ consciousness that was going to flood the environment, and they started poisoning your food, blocking out the sun, and putting us on light code lockdown, okay, by doing all kind of things and putting all kind of things in the air, the water, the sea, to block your DNA, from changing, to block your consciousness from coming online and upgrading. You understand? That was a Herod move. So when I'm talking about the implants that they were putting inside of babies in all of these hospitals, in vulnerable communities all over the world, they were trying to get ahead of a coming Christ consciousness. It wasn't a Christ, one person coming. What Jesus of the Bible was talking about was, he said, "Know ye not that ye are gods, and the miracles that you see me performing, ye shall do the same. Only greater things shalt thou do." You understand? That's because the Christ is a consciousness shift that was coming. It's not a person, okay? It has to do with becoming enlightened, access to more knowledge of self, of your soul, of who you are, where you came from, how to get back there. Okay, so somebody might have been chipped at birth during the surgery. Who's the person that was chipped at birth during the surgery? The Queen of Swords reversed. Who is this person that was chipped at birth during the surgery? Somebody that was in their ego about planning something, but they didn't get the results they expected, and now they're closed emotionally. The Aquarius. So this Aquarius was the one that was chipped at birth during a surgery. And a Cancer might have made them an offer to walk away from coming against you, to move on to calmer waters. And they might have even revealed to this person something about their past that they didn't know. And whatever information that Cancer gave them when they met up in secret, it helped them to move on, I guess, from coming to you. This could be happening in real time, okay? And somebody might have been sex trafficked. What's this? This is sex slave abuse. This is a sex slave abuse. Clarified. This is, I just saw Scorpio, the high priestess. Somebody might be a Scorpio high priestess. Okay. Somebody could have Pisces and Scorpio placements in their chart. I can't make it up. So somebody might have a very strong Scorpio and a very strong Pisces placement in their chart. And somebody was trying to get away with a crime. They were trying to make someone into a sex slave. Ha! Okay, got it. That's what it was about. So the Aquarius that I've been talking about for the last 3 years on my table, that has been tracking down high priestess energies in order to energy harvest from them, to enter them into gang stalking programs, to control how much money they could make, to see if they could bind them to karmic men that would siphon their energy for them to study your DNA and stuff. This is that Aquarius, okay? Whoever this Aquarius is that was trying to spiritually pimp high priestesses by stopping them from making money, stopping them from getting married, putting them in gang stalking programs, hiring people to be like overseer to them, oversee their gang stalking to make sure no one helps them, pay off the family to isolate them so they can do what they wanted, to back them into a corner, to put them in a situation where they'd be forced to give up their sexual energy for these cults to use. That's what I'm getting. This is what this Aquarius was trying to do to a high priestess energy that has Pisces and Scorpio in her chart, okay? The placement could be sun, moon, rising, anywhere. But you're a high priestess. You might have a Scorpio placement in your chart, and the page of Pentacle reverse, the sex slave abuse is you, okay? It doesn't mean that you were sex trafficked, but this is what this Aquarius, his whole war and campaign against you was about. Why he didn't want to give up. He wanted to put you into some kind of sex trafficking spiritually, whether it was a toxic relationship with a member of their cult, or make you go financially bankrupt, or find a way to manipulate the judicial system to get you into jail or a mental institution where they'd be able to find a way to spiritually traffic you. They have access to your sacral energy, and this Aquarius would have made money spiritually pimping you. Somebody made them an offer. They had a meeting in private. They revealed something about being chipped as a baby during a surgery and someone kidnapping someone, and they made them an offer so that they could move on to calmer waters and leave you alone. Okay. All right. Why is this judge here? Clarify judge and the letter N like Nancy, or S like Sam, or this is just a judge. Why is this judge out here? Clarify judge, the devil reverse. Now, yesterday they said somebody has some inheritance, and a judge was about to contact somebody to let them know about this inheritance because your gang stalking is over, because they didn't get what they wanted and they've passed the time appointed. And then suddenly, your ass must have Verizon. That's what I was going to do a reading about this morning. Whoever the person that got this inheritance money I've been talking about, baby, you must have Verizon. You must. Because now Verizon, SOS, I haven't heard Verizon phone service then cut off. I made a post about it. Really? Whoever got this inheritance money, child, they didn't shut down the whole Verizon network to make sure that judge don't call your ass. Oh yes, this is a matrix. That's just a joke I'm making. But I don't know. Maybe you do have Verizon. And maybe that's how the judge was going to contact you about this inheritance. And oops, suddenly somebody paid off whoever could push the button on the whole Verizon network. And ain't nobody getting no goddamn phone call. Okay, do you have Verizon? All right, so tell me about this judge, the devil reverse. So they didn't want a judge to do what? What is it about this judge, the devil reverse? The hangman? Was the judge waiting for you to be sacrificed? Yeah, a judge was waiting for an Aquarius to sacrifice you. So whoever you are, they were not able to get your energy. So they were on a mission to kill you, okay? Because they couldn't sexually access your energy in the physical or the spiritual. You protected yourself. So they decided they'll just kill you by doing death spells and sacrifice you. And this judge was waiting for this Aquarius to sacrifice you. That's why someone didn't notify somebody about something. Somebody could have traveled somewhere with this Chariot and the Two of Wands. This is talking about traveling, okay? Someone could have traveled to where you were. An Aquarius. Yo. So this Aquarius traveled to your home to try to get a crime committed, the Page of Pentacles reverse, to kill you or to orchestrate a death for you. What's the Tower? Clarify the Tower. And the Queen of Wands reverse had a Tower. Oh, something could have happened to a Queen of Wands reverse. Oh my God. To both of them. So it was, okay, so I'm getting a fire. It might have been 3 of them that all traveled to your home. This might be a Hierophant reverse, a spiritual or religious leader. The other one might be a prostitute type energy, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. And this is the Aquarius. All of them travel to where you are to kill you. And a Tower, something happened to the feminine, maybe? What happened to the woman? Because they couldn't control they can't control or regulate their emotions. What happened to the feminine? The King of Swords reverse, the Hierophant reverse, the Queen of Cups, could be a mother figure. They were very dissatisfied. It's like they realized you were a high priest or a high priestess and they couldn't move something forward because you're a high priest or a high priestess. Ha. So a prostitute, okay, a prostitute, a Taurus or a spiritual religious leader, and an Aquarius traveled to wherever you live at, and they tried to take you out. Maybe they were doing death spell after death spell after death spell after death spell, but they couldn't take you out. And that's when they realized you're a real high priestess that's really spiritually ranked. And they realized, and they were very unhappy about that. These are people that worked on you in the past, that already were working on you, that knew each other, and they reversed an ending. The King of Swords reversed. They reversed an ending. They made somebody an offer to sacrifice you. And they realized you are a real high priest or high priestess, and they can't take you out. A 9 of Pentacles, somebody might have communicated something to somebody that could, somebody was very burdened about taking you out. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and a 9 of Pentacles. Yesterday, they came out of the Haitian. Somebody might have spoken to someone real sharp, real nasty, disrespectfully about orchestrating something and getting it done. Like, what's wrong with you? I paid you good money. Y'all don't have no skills? Oh, y'all gonna be broke. You're gonna have to go into QUAN's Warlock Witch Rehab program so y'all can get some job training and get a job and do something else. Because this ain't it right here. So you either get your head in the game and go do that death spell. Somebody was cussing somebody out. And they took very quick action to travel to your home and do death spell after 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 death spell, and nothing. And now somebody's walking away because whatever they invested in doing, which is traveling to your home and then doing death spells on you, it didn't work out the way that they couldn't pull it off. The 7 of Swords in reverse. They couldn't pull it off. So, here's the prostitute fire sign, a Leo. Okay, yeah, they took very quick action. This Leo slept with whoever that Airbnb or landlord, former, someone you rented either a room, house, townhome, vacation spot, someone you rented something from before is who she recruited to help them to do this spell work against you, and it didn't work. So there's a Judge in reverse now, okay, the Knight of Cups reverse. Someone could have taken very quick action. Someone could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their chart. Someone could have taken very quick action to do something here. They're not cool with this Aquarius, okay? Or this Hermit in the reverse energy. This might be a high priest. There might be a high priest that was not in alignment for something, that might have had a give and take with somebody. An Aquarius. Oh, okay, to not take a risk and do something that they reversed in ending within the past. They used to partner with this person. Okay, got it. All right. So there is a high priest energy here that worked with this Aquarius in the past. And they had a meeting with this Aquarius to illuminate something about someone being chipped as a baby and kidnapped, something else, and they made them an offer to leave you alone. Okay, they had some kind of meeting. But the rest of them still came for you, which was whoever else, a Leo, and somebody else that was attacking you, a landlord or Airbnb owner energy, and somebody else. Okay. So the Judge, clarify about this Judge, the Devil reverse. So what action is this Judge going to take now, the Devil reverse? Because the Judge was waiting for this Aquarius to sacrifice you and kill you. But now the Devil reverse. Someone knows that they're getting ready to lose their foundation. The 9 of Pentacles reverse. They're aware. So there are a lot of people that already know they're the Judge that knows they're in trouble. Maybe that's why the Mayor came out in the beginning of the reading, because the Mayor is not in a mental imprisonment about something anymore. Yeah. Something might end up on TV, or there's some form of communication that's going to come out or come to you very soon. The Page of Swords is talking about communication. Y'all know air signs, and swords represent the air suit. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, communication. So there's some communication coming out about what was done. And this Judge already is aware. The Devil reverse. All right, Holy Spirit, give me a final message. We can close this. Final message. The 10 of Pentacles reverse. That might have to do with a lot of money. Someone's complete wish fulfillment is to move on with their life, away from a community or out of a marriage or move out of a house. Someone's complete wish fulfillment is to communicate something to you and to move away from a community of people. This could be a high priest and let something go. They want to be alone because these people were so reckless and destructive in what they were doing. So it's somebody that wants to get away from someone. Someone could be a Libra. All right, final message, Holy Divine Spirit. What is it? The 10 of Pentacles reverse. Someone's under judgment. Yeah, these people are under judgment now. They're under judgment. All right, Holy Divine Spirit, give me a final message. All right, somebody that might be losing their stability, that might be sad, might be getting or bringing you some news. They might be bringing you some shocking news or something. You might hear something suddenly. What's the Ace of Wands? Oh, good Lord. Can we do that again, please? Sorry. What's the Ace of Wands? You might be about to get some news about somebody that might be losing their stability, or they might be, because they're walking away from something. Okay. This might, all right, somebody might be a Leo, somebody might be a Knight. Someone might be sad about something, taking action. Somebody that's losing, someone might be financially codependent. Tell me, what is someone's heartbroken because something's getting balanced. Okay, for you. A magician. Okay, who's that Five of Cups? Oh, okay, because they couldn't balance a situation for someone and they have to avoid a tower. Okay, so there might be someone here that's sad because they could not balance a situation for a Leo. Okay, now I don't know, is this Knight of Cups energy that Airbnb landlord energy? Okay. Okay. Okay, a Leo. So there is a Leo here that is very sad because they couldn't backstab and betray you. And they're closed emotionally right now because they're stuck in a cycle. They took action and had sex with this landlord to orchestrate a spiritual attack against you, but it did not work and they're about to lose their home. Okay, so this Knight of Cups might be that Airbnb owner or landlord energy. They might have water placement in their chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that old man energy I'm picking up with the sour balls and gray hair coming out his ears or something like that. Somebody got fired. Somebody was trying to help someone balance a situation, but now someone's closed emotionally because it still didn't work. Okay, and that Knight of Pentacles is that Aries energy. Yeah, I can't make it up. The Emperor reverse. So that Knight of Pentacles is this Aries that was also fucking this Leo. Okay, child. Yeah, this is who spiritually attacked you. They didn't get the results that they expected. Yeah, and what's the final message? What they do? Some kind of sex magic, ritual or something? All right, what's the final message? Final message. Oh, really? Just fall on the floor like that, huh? All right, you can expect, or someone might be in the energy of waiting for something. What? Oh, something to be illuminated. Okay, so you can expect something to be illuminated soon. We kept seeing the Page of Swords. You're going to get some information or communication. Okay? You're going to hear about some bad karma that a Queen of Wands that made an offer is about to get. All right, so, oh, they had a tower. There was some kind of tower. Huh. Somebody might have got hurt. Either maybe a car accident or something. There's a fire sign here, or it could be any sign, but the person that made the spiritual offer against you, you're going to hear something because somebody had a tower. Something happened to someone that was a part of this spiritual attack against you. It could have been a car accident or something bad happened after they made this spiritual offer, and it's going to be illuminated. You're going to hear about it. You can expect to hear about it soon. Guys, I'm Quan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I will be back.